Q2 gets it done. Shooter has
Hopefully that got
immense
caught
grip.
on stream because the stream stopped for like whatever reason.
Did it?
Yeah, it restarted. It told me broadcast was back. So hopefully that did get caught on stream.
What a move by Shooter.
That
was important for his race.
Yeah, and now he can go chase because 1 lap is worth I think around 5%. I would say of wear. Even on hards, that's a lot.
So we had a bit of a shocker in Q2. It's Sonoda P11, Sainz and Perez 12th and 13th, Albon and Hülkenberg 14 and 15th. So Ferrari and Red Bull out in Q2, and Alfa Romeo is into Q3.
Is that Bottas? Yeah.
Yes, it is. So real life quali is also getting a bit heated here.
And I think Shooter will get hushed. By the way, even a 1 lap of wear is just you can see the difference.
Yeah, but Harsh still has track position for the moment.
Ooh, Shooter.
I think that's 2 warnings right there because the penultimate corner as well, he went a little bit wide.
Baz, maybe you can keep us updated on the warnings while I watch, and he's not gonna try it this time.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Wicked Vicky might try the move on.
Now the question: this has become a 2-car race.
Yeah.
If Harsh gets overtaken, should he pit?
I think so. I definitely think so. It's worth it.
Because he's probably gonna come back to 2nd anyway. If he pits now, he's gonna come out like 7th or 8th, something like that.
What should he go on to? Mediums? Will the mediums
I think you can
go
go softs in a few laps time.
No, softs is gonna be too risky. Softs is too risky.
In 2 or 3 laps time, he could go on softs because if Shooter's not gonna pit, even 1 softs will be faster than 1 hards.
The issue is traffic. We're not taking that into account.
Shrikant has a massive slide there, going through the hairpin, and that's gonna put him on the head from Wicked Vicky. Shrikant should either go for mediums right now or softs in a few laps.
He is now 2 seconds slower than his own fastest lap, which in and of itself is a second off of the fastest lap.
And he has another sector to go. So Shrikant is really in an unfortunate situation.
Shrikant just got overtaken this lap, if I remember correctly.
And he boxes. Rahman picks up another penalty.
That is probably curtains for him.
Shrikant will probably go for mediums, but he also has a 5-second penalty to serve Shrikant. And please slow down in time, Shrikant. Thank you. Wow, that was too close to call for Shrikant.
Shooter's making a move.
No, he's not.
Okay.
So he and Harsh usually stay in the same party chat as well. So
if I was him, I'd go with more tactical. Yeah, he had to. This is a fresh soft. All the mediums are done. You only get 1 set.
Yellow flag for Viper speed, is it? Yeah, Viper speed once again.
You only get 1 set of fresh mediums, which is the one they used in the sprint, and the one that he used earlier on.
Oh, right. You don't get a fresh set.
So he does not have a fresh set.
Correct.
So if I was Shooter, I'd wait until lap 24 to make the move because that would be too late for the guy to pit.
Yeah, that would really be perfect for Shooter. I think though Harsh does know some of that. He is squirming around. If you just saw the onboard from Shooter's POV, Harsh is squirming around. He is not having the best of time on that set right now.
3.4. Let's calculate gap leader. Gap leader would get. Yeah, he would come out in clean air though. If Harsh was to pit, he would come out right in between Vintage and Suraj, and he would overtake Suraj immediately. Suraj and Manan. And then he would go on the
full of dummy.
Harsh, not the greatest salesman of the dummy there. I think Shooter will have the move done on this occasion.
From Harsh.
Shooter will have the outside line. Harsh has the inside. Who's gonna stay ahead? It's gonna be Harsh for the time being. That was too close between the pair of them.
See, I think if Harsh does get overtaken, it makes like all the sense in the world to just copy the leader start and take P2. But as a selfish commentator, I want him to go for this win, which is only possible if he then goes on the softs.
Yeah. It's but then again, you do see Shrikant has come out all the way in P11. He did have a 5-sec penalty to serve, but even disregarding that, he would be currently where Vintage is right now. So that's P9. You have to gain a lot of time back, and by the end of the race, you will risk a puncture on soft tires.
But one thing, these guys, hards. The hard tire guys, if you do get to them, they're going to have nothing to defend with. So you just have to get there. The overtaking part is not the difficult part on this track. It's just catching up. It's completely goes against that Murray Walker word. It's one thing to catch, it's another to overtake. Here it's another thing to just catch up. The overtaking part is the easy part because you have OP slipstream on this game and then the DRS zone to help you out.
Nobody's boxing though. I think Pratham might look to box.
Yeah,
Pratham does box. There you go. So that's
if Pratham finishes first on track or something like that, then I will ask for a hefty pay rise.
Yeah, but he is gonna slow down in time. Thankfully, he does.
Hopefully
so does Raman in the pit as well. Raman pits as well. Manan might not pit. Yeah, Manan will pit on a later occasion. 7 will probably stay out. I think 7 does not have any reason to pit right now.
Yeah, because Suraj is in a way battling Manan because once Manan pits, he's going to be hunting him down.
Yeah, Spandan with another 3-sec penalty. That's what we've become used to at this moment. And who's this ahead of Harsh? Is that Viper Speed? It is Viper Speed. So Viper should get out the way sensibly so, and he does.
Oh, meanwhile, Pratham, Vintage and Shrikant. Oh my god.
A brilliant three-way battle for P8. And Shrikant has the advantage. What was that? Pratham and Vintage made some contact. I think Shrikant might go for a dive.
Look at the grip advantage that Shrikant has.
Yeah, Shrikant will just go for it. And Shrikant goes for it. And Shrikant sells it.
Yeah, that is the grip difference at this point. Vintage is on 12 lap old medium.
Rasam is really holding up Pratham, and this could prove beneficial for Shrikant. Viper picks up a penalty. We'll get to the leaders in a moment.
Try saying that 5 times fast, James.
Well, I get to that in a bit. Shrikant still very
watching something for Pratham is how quickly
Pratham is really going for the risky moves here, and I think he might be able to make it stick. Shrikant has to take evasive action there. That was the closing speed was just too much.
I think I know why. I think I know why Pratham had to go for the move there because he knows that Shrikant would have been on him had he not gone for that move, and now and he gained 1.5 seconds in.
I think Shrikant not gonna get DRS. He's gonna be underfed from Rasam.
No, he won't get it.
In whatever capacity, Rasam might be able to come back, but I don't think he will. So now I don't think Harsh and Shooter are gonna box. It's too late for them to make up the lost time.
Are we gonna get? Could we get a 75th anniversary, 75th anniversary GP type situation at the end here? In which case, Pratham is called a blinder.
Yeah, it looks like it.
In which case, Pratham is called an absolute blinder. Yeah.
Pratham actually overcut Shrikant as well, so he's
I think Shrikant's too early launched himself into that traffic when his tires were
Pratham and Shrikant are gonna see each other in the stewards room. They did make contact in the first pit entry. I think you'll remember that. Pratham lost the front wing and ran into the back
Pratham is
of
already inside the pit stop gap of the leaders, by the way.
Yeah, so they can't box now. They can't box and they won't box.
I mean, they could box now because they will
could, but they
him.
won't. Yeah, they don't want to take that risk. I think they're gonna just hang it out there.
Yeah, there needs to be some tire conservation going on at this point.
Yeah, there's still the Merc of F17 still in the race, who is a bit of a small buffer between Pratham and
So from what I've seen, the worrying part is that no one has done more than I think 12 or 13 laps on hards. Rasam is carrying on 12 laps.
Yeah, and if he pits now, uncharted territory.
And if he pits now, that is going to be panic stations for the, or if he suffers a puncture in like a lap or two, that's going to be panic stations for the leaders.
Yeah, and it's what an interesting stat.
He was 4 seconds faster than the lead cars on that lap.
23.2 and Rasam's at 26.6. So it's very interesting that to judge the leaders race, you have to look at the guy in P8. That's a very interesting way to go about it, but that's just how strategy works sometimes.
Yeah, and I'm enjoying this, by the way. It's not it's not a boring one-stop. Anyone could still win this. We don't know what's gonna happen with tires.
Raman and Rasam, and Raman gets past the Haas driver. Rasam down to P9.
But Rasam knows that Raman has a 6 seconds, so he could still finish ahead of him.
I mean, will he be able to hang on? Because he's lost 8 tenths, 9 tenths a second already.
And will Rasam be able to finish the race? Because there are still 5 laps left for him.
It's gonna be very touch and go for Rasam.
And another thing is
Manan and Spandan. Oh, Spandan in the gravel. And Spandan, I think, almost beaches his car. Thankfully keeps it out of the curving there. But yeah, it's not been a very good race for Spandan. Not been a very good weekend for Spandan.
And one thing that's not gonna be pleasing Harsh is if there is some penalty for it. Shrikant is starting to fall out of the 5 seconds of Pratham. So
Pratham will make a move on F17. So Pratham is a man
Pratham
on the
is
move.
flying, by the way. Like look at
the man on a mission. He's a man on the move, and he's made the move on F17.
And one thing is that these DRS zones are constantly allowing him to stay in the 123s. His tires would have fallen over to a 124 by now, but he keeps doing 123s because of the DRS.
So now so Vivek and Baz, I want to ask you all. It's gonna be 5 laps from now till the end. He has 17 seconds to go. A yellow flag. Oh! Wow! I was just gonna ask you, can he do 17 seconds in 5 laps? Turns out there's a safety car. I would stay out if I were Pratham. This is one of those late safety cars.
Because Pratham is absolutely he's got the delta glitch. He had to basically slow on that.
Will Harsh
wait one sec, that's gonna bring Jin back into this as well, because look at the penalties in front of Jin.
Yeah, I think this is gonna work out very well. Will Harsh box? He will. Shooter will also box. They have to box. Yes.
They will be eaten out.
Somebody stayed out. No, that's a lapped car. That's a lapped car who stayed out. My bad. Wicked Wiki boxes, Noble boxes.
Does Shooter have a fresh set of soft tires?
No, he doesn't.
He may have a scrub set. Maybe a scrub set. 1 lap. Viper! What are you doing, man? I think let's have a look at Shooter, because this is very interesting. Shooter will probably go into scrub set 1 or 2 lap. No, he has a fresh set. Alright.
Okay, you get one fresh set because he never used it.
Yeah. Where will Pratham?
Pratham pitches. Because he knows everyone's gonna pit. He knows everyone's gonna pit.
Advantage. Yeah, he wants the tire advantage. But 3 lap was off. Was the problem? He would have probably come out ahead of Wicked Wiki, I feel.
I think the entire field's going to pit, and because the entire field's going to pit, we're gonna have like 2 laps of racing.
Yeah, and that's really gonna put it into play. Yes, Rasam will also pit, I think. Yeah, he will. So Raman has stayed out. I actually feel
kind of bad for Pratham. He definitely looked to be on that gun strategy.
Yeah.
No, he got taken out.
Yeah, Raman has stayed out. Only Rabbit have stayed out. Manan also staying out on track on those now 3 lap full tires. And
yeah, this is very, very interesting.
So guys, let's have a look at the penalty situation. A lot of drivers with penalties, though nothing's set in stone yet. Wicked Wiki on 3, Raman with 6.
7 on 3, Manan on 3, Rasam on 3, Vintage on 3, Jin has none, Viper Speed has a drive-thru, and Abhi has a 3. So this means that Jin is going to gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 positions. So in P12, but he's actually 6th.
Yeah. He does need to stay within touching distance though, so it's going to be crucial for him. And we do thank Spandan for throwing a little bit of chaos to the end of this race.
It's worrying though that but these guys behind can't afford to pit because he won't catch up now. Viper Speed.
Viper's race is done for. He can't do anything at this point.
No, he could have gotten to the back of the pack. He's pit now. By the time the safety car is only going to stay out for the next lap now, and he's not going to catch up. He has to basically do an entire lap. He's an entire lap behind the leaders. They're in sector 3. He's crossing
he would have had to. I think he would have had to serve it regardless.
No, he will get 20 seconds at the end. That's honestly the better option.
I think it depends on when you can actually box. But yeah, up ahead. So Harsh is still in the lead. Do you think he'll be able to hold it till the end of the race?
It's gonna be close. And now all gloves are off.
Yeah. Is this Harsh's race to lose now?
There's no holds barred. I think that Noble's still within a shot of P2, possibly P1, if he really goes for it. We saw him have the pace.
Shrikant is 5th right now.
Shrikant needs to keep it clean.
He's 5th.
And make some moves.
Jin is 6th. The guy in P9 is in P5 and the guy in P12 is in P6. That is racing for you.
And I think everybody's caught into the field. Abhi is in the middle of the pack. He's ahead of who's that? Is an Alpine of...
I think Abhi will...
Yeah, he's between Pratham and Raman.
Yeah, because he's been lapped.
Yeah, so but what should Abhi do? Should he
get out the way or something? I think retiring would be the best option.
I think Abhi likes to get to the end, but I just want to point out that it might cause some hindrance to Pratham and Raman.
Why I said that retiring might be the best option.
I don't think it's retiring. I think he should just look to get out the way of these cars. So maybe
but then that's gonna mess up the game and give them like penalties and stuff.
not really. I think if he gets out the way in a sensible manner and just like stops on track,
I
or
hope
maybe goes really slow.
I hope Viper's going to retire, and I hope he knows that you can't serve a drive-through in the safety car.
I don't think he does because he's going on to a set of fresh soft tires. So somehow Viper
he's
has
keeping
all
the
the
safety
tires.
car out though. He's keeping the safety car.
No, doesn't matter the safety car. Oh, he's retired.
He did retire.
So
Okay.
Viper becomes the
because
unfortunate in here.
We will have DRS, by the way, if it comes to this lap.
Yeah, we have 3 laps to go as we come to the end of the main race, and 3 minutes left in real life Q3 as well. It's Verstappen leading from Hamilton. It looks to be a very interesting quali session. We will come to the results in a moment. We'll have a look at this here. I think it's going to be inconsequential, the race.
Yeah, safety cars in this lap. So we will have one.
So Vivek, who are you going to be on board with? I'll take us to the restart.
I think I'm just going to be on board with Noble because he's the furthest car behind of the guys who are fighting.
I think that makes sense. I'll be on board with Shooter as I look to see when Harsh.
I think Baz should go on board with Jin to watch for any carnage behind.
Yeah, I think the midfield will be a good viewing place. I'll be on board to Shooter. So Shooter is right in the heels of Harsh.
And Harsh is going to be smart. He's going to try and reduce the
Harsh needs to get a good restart. He's already bolted. That's a very early time.
Shooters hit the curb. Shooters hit the curb.
Yeah, Shooters went over the curb. That is going to give Wicked Vicky all the reason to make the move into turn 1. Shooters deploying battery. Wicked Vicky doesn't seem to be deploying battery. But as they go towards turn 1, the field looks to be sorted. No, it is not. Shooter goes for the dive. And I think he might have the move made. No, Harsh has a better grip around the outside. And he's going to stay ahead.
Just imagine if Shooter hadn't messed up at the curve. He would have been ahead probably.
He would have made the move there.
But he will have one more chance.
Shrikant has moved up ahead. Yeah, Shooter has, Shrikant has moved up ahead a little bit and Shrikant picks up a penalty. What? Why? Pratham and Raman side by side. Pratham might try to outbreak and I think he might just have done so with better traction on the racing line. Pratham gets past the Merc driver. Raman doesn't have too much to defend with and he also has a penalty. Pratham is still in this race. So is Noble Garda, so is Wicked Vicky, so is Shooter, so is Harsh. Harsh is gonna lead us on to the last lap of the race. This is the penultimate lap. Anything is still up for everything is still up for grabs here. Noble Garda, will he be able to get Wicked Vicky? Will Wicked Vicky be able to challenge Shooter? Will Shooter be able to challenge Harsh? Wow. So many words, so many names. 7 and Shrikant, so close.
What's happened to Pratham, by the way? Why has he lost 3 seconds?
Pratham lost some time behind Raman. And Shrikant is going at it on F17 as he got to the last turn. Raman slowing down his teammate. He had a bad exit, Raman, and 7 might be compromised a little bit. Harsh with the fastest lap. Last lap of the race.
Absolutely draining territory. Harsh is already
on Wicked Vicky. Noble Garda makes the move, but will Wicked Vicky be able to stay ahead? No,
I mean, that was a move for pride more than anything, but...
Yeah, and 7, Shrikant, Raman losing 2 places, 7 and Shrikant getting past the other Merc driver. And wow, this is really coming into play here right at the end. Noble Garda is more than a second behind. I don't think it'll matter. Do we have DRS on this lap?
As long as Harsh can keep it clean, I don't think Shooter will have a chance. But he can see the duration already. That means that Harsh is probably drained his battery to actually 0% on that straight.
Yeah, they're both on really nominal amounts of battery. Or Harsh has obviously used up a little more battery as compared to Shooter, but I think Harsh just needs to keep it clean through this
the sweeping section. There will be a chance, I think.
Yeah, the last sector of this race is going to be crucial for Harsh, crucial for Shooter, also for Noble Garda in case either one of them gets a penalty.
Shooter is.
Harsh, I think has done enough. I think he's done just enough. He needs a good exit out the last corner. Shooter is going at the Shooters, losing the rear end. Harsh needs to get a good exit.
This might be a dash to the line, you know. This might be a dash to the line, you know, because Harsh has derated a lot.
Harsh
is
moving
watching on to Shooter's POV. Is he going to hang on? No, he goes side by side.
Get the win. Oh, what a brilliant win. Noble stays in P3. Wicked Vicky, I think, will.
P4? Yes, he will.
Pratham gets it.
Oh, and for the back, Rastam and Manan photo finish for the pair of them.
And Jin finishes 8th, even though he crossed the line in 12th.
Yeah. Oh my word.
What an ending. What an ending.
I am grateful I stayed here.
Wow.
And wow. What a surprise. Max Verstappen takes pole position.
Wow.
From Norris.
Oh, no. Wow.
So, do you want me to run you through the top 10 before we get to the top 10 of this race? So, it's Verstappen, Norris, Russell, Piastri, Hamilton, Alonso, Leclerc in 7th, Gasly, Ocon and Bottas, rounding up the top 10. So that is the quali order while we run you through the race order.
And Baz, just invite our podium sitters.
Yes, I shall run us through the final finishing order for the main race. So, Vifix, make sure to capture the race director and the weekend results as well.
Yes.
Towards the end. So, Harsh gets the fastest lap, gets the race win from P3 on the grid after some very, you can call him lucky, but I would really call him smart. I would call him smart. He played it very well. Shooter finishes in P2, started P2. I think he would have wanted.
I think he might be a bit disappointed, to be honest. I think he definitely had Harsh because of his extra lap on that hard before the safety car came out.
Yeah.
And to be the bridesmaid twice in 2 races in pretty much the same manner, that's not.
Yeah, Noble's gonna be P3. Pratham from P9 all the way up to P4. Wicked Vicky stays P5, 7 and P6. Shrikant 7th, Jin is 8th, Manan 9th, and Rasam is P10. Vintage, Raman, Abhi, Viper Speed, Spandan, Oxidize are the drivers who finish outside the top 10.
Whew, so, that was exhilarating.
Eventful.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for that. I think we have 2 with us right now. We are still waiting on Noble to join us.
Yeah, we'll give him 2 minutes.
We'll give him a moment, yeah. But till
someone could drop him an invite. I don't have him on.
I think I might have him added. You have added him? Alright, thank you, Harsh. So, before we start, obviously, massive congratulations, Harsh and Shooter. That is brilliant driving by the pair of you.
Thank you.
That was really masterful. And I think you all were almost a class apart today. It was very close throughout, but I think you all just had
lost
the edge.
one position because of the safety car.
But I think you all had the edge overall. Even though those around you were just 3 seconds behind you for most of the race. We do wait for Noble Garter to join us. I think we can start off with Shooter till then.
As we said.
Welcome. So, Noble in the house. Noble,
just make sure you guys are audible to the stream.
If somebody in the stream can please confirm that we are audible. Hello, Noble. And massive congrats on your P3. Is your audio sharing enabled before we start?
Yeah, it
is.
Alright, so I think we can get questioning underway. Noble, P1 in the sprint and P3 in the actual main race. I think you'd be happy with the haul of points, especially considering what can happen in these last lap soft tire melees under with a late safety car.
Yeah.
So in the sprint, I wanted to ask, were you not overtaking Shooter until the last lap? Was that a tactical move, or was that something that an opportunity came only in the last lap?
Yeah, I think it was a good opportunity for me to go and pass them because I had ERS and DRS also, and I knew that on this track it's a bit hard to overtake, so I just went for it.
Chips, if you have anything.
Yes, Noble, I just want to ask you, can you just walk us through what happened at the main race start? After the lights went out, from P1 you fell to P4, I think it was. Just walk us through what happened there. There was a lot of chaos. We couldn't really capture it all.
Yeah, and my race sorts aren't that good because I'm kind of a bit new to this game still, and I'm still trying to figure out how I can improve and get my race sorts better, and that's the main thing I'm struggling with. So I just the race sort is my problem.
Alright, because I think from what it looked on our perspective, I think it's Spandan tried to take you out or something, was it? It was very...
I don't know really.
It was very weird up front, but yeah, the McLaren. Yeah, the McLaren driver.
I saw him. I was a bit confused that what was he doing there.
Yeah, I think we'll have a talk about that a bit later on, but nonetheless, Noble, it's P3 for you. I think the biggest deterrent for you in the main race was traffic. You lost a lot of time stuck behind traffic after your pit stops.
Yeah, lots of time. I had to fight Ramen for
exactly.
P6, it was.
Yeah, that is exactly what I was talking about. You was stuck behind Ramin for quite a bit. You lost about
Yeah,
2 or 2.5 seconds in that melee. But despite that, the traffic was the only deterrent. You were very fast today, and that's a very good job from you, Noble.
thank you,
Well
thank
done.
you.
Congrats to you. Baz, any questions you would like to ask him?
Yeah, I was going to mention the traffic. To be fair, I think. Do you think if you didn't come across those traffic issues, you might have had a chance to win the race potentially?
I mean, Horse and Shooter are really fast guys, and I think P3, P2 or a P3 would have been my only chance. So, but that
Okay.
traffic all affected the race a bit, and I was kind of mad that why was he fighting when he was having older tires than me. So I was very frustrated with that.
Yeah. Regardless, you drove a great race. Well done.
Thank you.
Yes. Well done, Noble.
Alright,
Well done.
moving
Move
on
on
to
to Shooter.
Shooter, the
Hey,
Aston.
Baz,
bride.
hey, Rafik, hey, Chips.
Yo, what's
Yes.
up? The proverbial bridesmaid in this one. Two P2s. Just give us your
Yeah.
general thoughts on your race. Both the sprint and the main, and the quali as well. Mm,
So yeah, okay. First, let's talk about quali. So quali, in the first two runs, I was using all of the gears to get the maximum amount of time, and then the last one, I just thought, okay, I'll switch it off for 2 seconds. Maybe on the straights, I'll get a 2 second advantage, and which I got, but it was not much, but I definitely got it. So that was a seal deal for me. And I expecting Noble because I saw his TT time and saw Harsh's TT time. I was expecting that they will be there. They will be there, but yeah, once the quali got over, I was relieved. It's like okay, one more pole. Apart from that, yeah, coming to sprint, definitely Noble was super fast. He never made a mistake. I was pushing as hard as possible, but he kept there, and finally in lap 9, he did make a move, which I know that if there's only one chance is if he starts blinking, I have to. But coming to the final corner, I had a slow exit. So that's why, like, I think there only I lost. Otherwise, it could have been a photo finish where I might have been front. So yeah, there I lost it. And then coming to race, okay, race. We were not sure what strategy to go to, honestly, everyone. So I was like, okay, I'll start on mediums, push it, like I'll take it as long as possible. And when my tires were nearing the puncture zone, like 80%, then I pitted. I saw that Hirsch is going for undercut, but this track is very different. Means even though one lap old tires will be slower than the one lap younger tires. So I was able to catch him. I made a very nice move on Shrikant. He was defending hard for his teammate.
yeah, we saw that one. We saw that
Yeah.
one. Hopefully the
Yeah.
stream
What a
did
move.
because it did cut out. Because I think it like sees Shrikant and then wants to like die immediately. I don't.
Yeah, so yeah, that was a good move. And when I came in Harsh's DRS, my only motive was I don't know if there was a safety car or not, and I was just being very cautious on the turns. Means I was about to close the gap, but I was also losing the gap because I was saving my tires for last two laps. Then when we got that safety car, I know that it's anyone's game now because before that I was pretty confident that if I save my tires because at lap 24 my tires were only 50% more. So I was like, okay, 5 laps, it will go if I start pushing after one more lap. And when I decided that, then only the safety car was out. So I did again and again that ultimate corner, the final corner is some curse for me. I at the restart, I lost my rear there, but I was able to do a lunge on Hirsch. But being cautious that I don't take him out, he doesn't take me out. I had to brake early and brake a lot. And one more thing was there that my pedal got stuck there because of the brake drag. So I have to hold that from my fingers, from like leg fingers, and I have to pull it back. And then
Leg
I saw him
fingers, that's
blinking.
a
I tried
term.
a lot. Yeah,
Okay.
I tried a lot, but still, yeah, it's a good P2. It's a productive weekend,
Do you think
and
it's
congratulations.
frustrating though to lead or be in the position to lead so many laps and then not winning?
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. But yeah,
Chips,
Yeah.
Baz, any comments?
I think he summed up his race pretty well. Not too much to
Yeah.
ask.
I was going to mention the safety car restart. I think he got on the sausage curb, and
Yeah, the
yes,
I think
inside
yes.
that
that
I, I
threw
think
you
that
off a
definitely
little bit.
cost you the run up to the first corner, I think you would have maybe been more level and maybe
Yeah.
given it a bit more of a fight. But yeah, potentially, I think
I think I
that
would
might
have,
have
I mean,
cost you.
just if I was like a meter or 2 meter closer, then I would have just sent it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, regardless though, I think you're. I was watching your. Well, you're one warning away from a penalty, weren't you? So I think
Yes.
you did have to conservatively drive a little bit towards the end, but
Yes, yes, that was
regardless,
also there in the last lap because I got two warnings, and both of the warnings I was
at the
actually
same
seeing the
time,
tire wear. I was
yeah,
actually seeing the
yeah.
tire
I
wear,
saw.
and
I was watching. I was like, oh
yeah,
no. Yeah,
yeah. So
but
I
no.
was just
Regardless,
one
you
warning
drove
away. So
great.
I had to be cautious there because being in P2 is a different thing. But if I get one more warning and 3 seconds penalty, and what if Wicket Vicky makes a move and Noble was right there, he was within 3 seconds. So I don't want to
Yeah,
lose another 3 points.
yeah.
Yeah,
Regardless, you drove a great race.
Smart thinking by you, Shooter. Just one tip. Remember not to look at the MFD during corners.
Yeah.
yeah,
It can lead to very disastrous consequences.
Yes.
yeah.
Look, refer to IRL lore for more. But yes, well done. Very well done, Shooter.
Thank you,
Congrats
Fish.
on your P2.
Alright.
Very well done.
Coming on
Now, Forza
to
Ferrari,
the
Harsh.
man of the
Hello,
moment.
Chips, VFX, and Baz. What's
Harsh,
up,
you took
boys?
maximum points from the weekend. You realize that?
Not maximum. I think I lost 2 points in sprint.
You did get
Yeah, he finished third in the
maximum points,
sprint.
as in, sorry, you took top
He
points from the
he
compared to
took
the
Oh,
other
yes.
guys.
32 of
Yeah,
34
sorry,
points, which
that's
is
what I meant. That's what I meant. Yeah,
yeah.
you took you missed out 2 points in the sprint race, but you've taken away maximum points for across the drivers from the race
hmm
weekend. So, Harsh, walk us through your race. Your strategy calls, teamwork with Shrikant in the sprint and the main race. Just how was
So
it?
let's start with Collie. So I had a decent banker, and I decided to give my next lap at the very end, which started really well. I was already a tenth and a half up in sector one after which I spun. So yeah, that was Collie over in P3, I think. And yeah, then in sprint. Started P3, lost a few positions at the start. I think I lost one position to Shrikant. And then, yeah, we were in the same party, so we didn't really fight because Shrikant was struggling with tire temps. So, yeah, he just let me go. But in all of that, I lost more than a second to Noble and Shooters. So that was kind of sprint over in P3 because they both drove a really great sprint. I don't think I caught up anything in the sprint in the 10 laps of sprint. So yeah, but yeah, in the race then I think again starting P3 and I don't know what happened at the race start. Spandan took a jump start. I think he had a collision with Jin or something. And then in all of that, I think Noble had to go a little to the left, and I got on the inside of Noble. And right after that, the safety car came. So that to me getting a free position, safety car right behind Shooter. After that, it was just waiting out till the race end. I was behind Shooter. I was not making any moves because there was no need to make moves in the first tent actually. But then I went for the undercut and in the heart, I Shooter did try to gain that place back, but I defended in turn one because that's the only place where he could actually overtake. And yeah, Spandan again got sent for that safety car, honestly, because I was at 75% tires before that safety car came, so I had to pit anyway. But yeah, so safety car came, I saw Shooter made a mistake at the restart, and yeah, after that was just easy driving. But props to Shooter and Noble, what a race by both of them.
So, Harsh, I wanted to ask you this question. The safety car kind of negated it, but if Shooter had overtaken you on lap 21, 22, would you have pit to try and come back at him? Because I
Well,
don't know whether you
uh,
saw it, like towards the midfield, even where Pratham was, he gained, I think, like 10 seconds on you guys in like 4 or 5 laps. So, would you have pit?
uh, the thing is, VFX, as I told you, I was already on 75% tire wear on lap 24, if I'm not wrong, whenever the safety car came. So I had to bet because 75% tire wear with 4 or 5 laps of racing left, that was going to be a for sure puncture. So I was going to pet anyway the next lap, and then the safety car came in, so it really made the things really easy for me. I think
Alright.
Shooter would have also pitted if I pitted because I don't think he would have stayed out risking that puncture.
Huh.
But
That's
yeah,
just
Oh,
you'll have
the
to ask Shooter about that.
yeah. That's just the dynamics of this race. But yeah, congrats Harsh and Baz if you have anything to ask. Even though Arjun Grewal wants you to chop, but
I think that's good.
yeah, I think Baz is on a call. But yeah.
Possibly.
Anyway, um,
Oh no, no, I'm here,
thank,
I'm here, I'm here. Sorry, I was on mute.
oh,
I just
Anything
have
you'd like
one
to ask?
question.
Yeah.
How do you keep disqualifying yourself on the grid?
Sorry. Oh fuck, bro. I don't know, man. Every time I shoot my throttle at the very last second, I thought that it would stay stable in that purple spot, and I miss it by an inch, and it gets disqualified. But it's fine. It hurt me in sprint, but it didn't really hurt me at the race starts.
Yeah, no, regardless, you drove a brilliant race.
Thanks,
um,
Baz.
I
yeah.
think well done, Harsh. I think we can wrap
Anyways,
it up with six.
yeah, I think that should be that for this race. Very fun to come back and commentate. Thanks to Chips and Baz for being by my side today. I hope that I'm pretty sure I haven't seen the real life quali, but I'm pretty sure this was way more fun
Yes.
than that.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys for turning up. Thank you to the drivers for providing a good race here, and we will see you tomorrow for the D1 race.
Good
And
luck to you boys for
yeah,
that.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you.
yeah.
Good luck.
Any last comments anyone wants to say before we head off the air?
Yeah, thank
Basic.
you all the comms guys to miss
Alright.
the quali and watch our race.
Yes. Yeah, I mean,
Always a
this was more
pleasure.
fun.
Yeah,
As
for
I said,
real, you
this
Yeah,
was way
guys.
more
always
fun.
a pleasure. Yeah,
This
I've
was way more
been.
fun. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
yeah.
I think I've
All
done
right.
comps for almost every race, so it's. I must say, D2 is pleasure to watch every week in, week out.
All right. I'm
So
pretty
is
sure
the
Baz
chaos
has a
in
call to
Devon.
attend to now. So
Yes,
that is it.
actually.
Thank you for watching.